Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-February 2024. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Blue. Blue. I just came from outside because he decided it was a good idea to run around in the backyard for a little bit, and I joined. I'm like, okay, let's go. Yeah, you. So hopefully he'll get some sleep. But anyways, let's see what's going on here with you. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Justice card. This gives me a sense of balance, that things are balanced, or you're working on keeping a sense of balance here. Not only for you, but there's definitely, I mean, there is, you're giving me a strong sense of partnership, and possibly not only one, you're keeping it real, but by keeping yourself real and balanced, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're not even acknowledging necessarily that you are working on yourself, but it affects all sorts of others, other energies. Starting off the reading, you get the Queen of Wands crossed by the King of Swords. That's a lot of confidence there you got going on. You seem to be quite showing up in the middle there, being like, I got this. But like, in a charming way too. In a, look at me getting this, you know? Okay. But something does upset you, because in your focus here, you have the Four of Cups. So something is upsetting you. I'm not sure what yet. In the recent past, the Hangman, I feel like you kind of tried to look at things from different angles and came up with all sorts of energies for what you got going on. In your strength, the Three of Pentacles, partnership, partnership, partnership. It's shown up strong for you at this time. I'm not sure if it's an energy of partnership. The energy of partnership is surrounding you a lot and you're working with that a lot, or if it's here kind of like elbowing you, like, hey, pay attention to partnerships. I'm not completely sure where you're at with this one. And partnership of all kinds. It's not one in particular. You know what I mean? It's the energy of partnership, partnering up with people. In the immediate future, the Magician, you're manifesting something. It looks good, whatever it is. A lot of it seems to have to do with work, where I would say it's 70% work, 30% home, what you got going on at home. Supporting this reading, the Three of Wands, you may have to wait in certain instances for things to come together. So patience might be your best friend at this time, or, you know, is trying to at least. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Four of Wands. Now that's commitment. Now we're talking about a different kind of a partnership. I don't know what's up with that in the hidden energy, but okay. There's been a lot of energy in the collective that's shown up lately, especially as people getting so caught up in material stuff like work a lot of times, that they neglect certain other aspects of their lives that ultimately are going to be more important than the energy that they're putting into the material. But I'm not sure if that's the case here. I'm kind of seeing a tendency for things to go in that direction, but I don't know, especially here in your hopes and fears. Work, work, work. You know, okay, I get it. You want for something to build up, to kind of show up in the material as, oh, this is what I put effort into, and look at it, it's grown, it's growing still. Great energy. So you're definitely trying to build on something here. And for the potential outcome, the Six of Cups. Another type of partnership, possibly, giving me a sense of a soul connection in there, but interesting. Let's clarify. Let me see the Justice card. The Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Kind of giving me a sense of you win some, you lose some, you know, as you're building something up. You might have to give up on certain things. You might have to leave behind certain things, certain situations. I also see a little bit of a dead end to something that you are currently investing in with time and effort. Even though it looks promising, it looks quite like it's blooming, but it's like, no, it's not going to work out or something. Or maybe that's your fear that it's not going to work out. Interesting. Let's see the Queen of Wands. You get the Four of Pentacles, the Fool, the Page of Pentacles. Alright, so you do seem confident here. You're also making a point in showing up confident, not only feeling it, but showing up like that here. And it seems to be helping a cause. It seems to be helping you out in a particular situation. Let me see the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords. I keep on getting this energy, like, so the way I see it, and this is the second time I've seen this, first time was there in the overall energy, something similar. The way I see it is, let's say you're working on something and just when you're throwing yourself in it, you pull back, like last minute kind of pulling back kind of a thing. Let's say you're going to college for who knows what, and you're very passionate about it. There's, let's say for business, and you're like, you pass all the exams, you do great, you're there. Right before you graduate, like that one little, you just need to show up for that one final thing, exam or whatever. You're like, nah, no. At that point, it's like, principle. Why the hell wouldn't you? You worked so hard. It doesn't even matter whether you like it at this point or not. Like, you're there. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I don't know why it's showing up like that. Where you seem to be putting effort into something, doing everything. Everything is in place. Everything is done. Da-da-da. Let's work, and then... What the fuck is that toy? Oh, the little blue thing-a-ling-ding. Okay. In your focus here for the Four of Cups, you get the Temperance card, the Magician, the Queen of Swords. You can't be bored. That's not what it is. What is it? Blue, I'm trying to think. Thank you. You do have a little bit of tendency of, I'm bored, I'm done. But you're right there with it. So you're showing me as you're manifesting something and creating something and putting something together, no matter how long it takes and no matter, you know, what you've put into it, you get to the point of like a linear kind of an energy of, And I don't know if this, you being upset about that, is you catching this about yourself and being like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? Or if you're in the middle of doing that again within a situation where you get very, very close to that line where it's becoming like, I'm like, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to, you know, all of it. Even if you go to college for 10 years and you're like, you only have that one little, and you give up on it. It's fine. That's not my issue with all of this. It's okay, all of that. What my issue is that all of these energies that you're showing me that you're investing in look to be freaking amazing. It's like they're right there. They're super aligned with your path. and you're right there with it till the end. But then once you reach that end, you're ending it. So it's like, are you showing me a pattern here? Or let me do the Hangman in the recent past. The Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Two of Cups. Hold on, things are changing here. You're giving something that final thought. Okay, so you're looking at something here where normally you would probably treat it just like all of these other situations you keep on showing me here. It has something to do with you, with a partnership, with you and another, where it's definitely established, at least energetically, that there's love here, that there's been work put into the situation, that, it's all good. What I like about this one and what makes it different is that you're not flatlining it. You're not like, I'm there, where it's like, it might have been there, but instead of just bailing on it, pulling completely away from it, you just took that one little step back to look at it from a different angle. So you didn't bail on it. Okay. Hey. Give it. Drop it. Drop it. No, I'm not playing. Drop it. Okay. He's in play mode still. I thought he would go to bed. He chased me around the yard like crazy, and I thought, okay, he's done. No, I was done. He wasn't. I can't take it away from him. You're gonna have to put up with the noise. Like, I look at him, he's right under this table giving me the eyes of, are we playing? And I'm not gonna play with him, but I can't take away the toy from him. So I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put up with that. It is what it is. He brought it back. He thinks we were playing fetch. No. For the Three of Pentacles, in your strength, you get the Justice card, the Lovers, the Three of Swords. You're treating it in a different way, this one. There's, and it's not about the level of importance of things here. It's about this connection here is teaching you to break that pattern of, whoa, we're there at, maybe I'm bored, or maybe there's something else out there, or maybe, who knows. You're not, and it's very painful. The situation you're dealing with here through this connection that's teaching you this is very painful. You could easily go like, fuck this shit, I don't need this, You could easily fall into this pattern of flatlining it, but I don't see you doing that. Or is it? No, I don't see you doing that. I mean, not initially, at least. Not instinctually like this pattern would show up. You're definitely taking a step back instead of flatlining it. For the Magician in the immediate future, you get the Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Hermit. Okay. You seem to be a little bit upset here. Oh, this is so, my God, it just went through my head as a thought, and I'm like, how the fuck would I translate that? And then it ran away. I'm like, shit, I lost it. Because it's also tied up to this pattern here that you're showing me. So you're manifesting something. There's something you really, really desire. And then you're showing up in conflict with this pattern, because it's like, yes, you desire it now as you manifest it, but you already have this pattern tied up to you, which makes you kind of anticipate the fact that no matter how much you want this and no matter how important it is, you'll eventually bail on it. So you're kind of manifesting from a premises of, let me be in my own way. So I want something, really want something, like a lot, but I'm going to sabotage it. And I don't even know that I'm doing it, because I have this very unseen, unknown, I kind of know about it a little bit, but not really, pattern to me that fucks things up for me. That's kind of how this one shows up. It's a very subtle one too. It is very subtle. You may know about it, but it is very subtle in the sense of catching it while it happens and then working through it to change it. What are you doing? What are you doing, goofball? He put his nose under this blanket that I'm sitting on, and now I can only see his eyes looking at me because his nose is covered under the blanket. But what the? Did you throw the toy under the? I can't get it out for you. You're gonna have to take care of it yourself. For the Three of Wands in the supportive energies, you get the King of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. You may be dealing with a marriage here of some sort. If not, again, this connection is that kind of a connection that is trying to show you the way of that pattern and how to break it, because you are treating it a little bit different than any other situation you've been dealing with up until this point, where it's, it's all good. I'm bored. Okay, goodbye. With this one, you're kind of up in the air because part of you wants to apply the pattern and be like goodbye. Part of you is like, well, let's do it different. You know, let's try to do it different this time around. Oh, you found the toy. For the Four of Wands in the hidden energies, you get the Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords. You're showing up as two people into one, basically, when it comes to this commitment. You know, half of you is all in, super open, super honest about how you feel and what this represents to you. Half of you is like, oh, I'm pulling away, I'm out, you know, but you're not out completely because the other half of you is kind of holding you down. So, this must feel very challenging. You're functioning under two very opposite extremes here when it comes to this one. And it's not the regular, oh, you know, I'm feeling that I can't leave them because they mean so much to me. And no. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a pattern that is so instilled within you that is making you feel this from the get-go, where there's two of you inside of you. Hello? What's up? What? Hey! Okay. Okay. Alright, but no. Yeah, no. We just played. Go sleep. Go sleep. Stop jumping on my face. Okay, leave me alone. I'm not. No! Train. Go play with the train. No, don't play with the train. What are you doing here? Let me do the Eight of Pentacles. In your hopes and fears, you get the Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. The part of you that shows up from love in this situation is looking like it's winning the game this time around. So you might overcome a pattern here. You might change a pattern here. You're in the middle of changing it because it doesn't change overnight. You know, there's work to it, which I see, you know. First it's recognizing it, then, you know, kind of working around it, and then working with two sides of you, the side that is still very much stuck in the pattern and the side that wants to get out of the pattern. So you're looking like you're making progress here in changing this pattern. Very, very nice. For the Six of Cups, you get the Emperor. For the potential outcome, you get the Emperor, the Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. I don't like this energy. I don't like it at all. There's another partnership that I don't think it has to do with this marriage or commitment. I feel like it's another one. I'm trying to figure out how it's coming through in the reading. Like, how is it connected to what's going on here? Because it's like you switch to a completely different story there. Not you. It's kind of like coming from the universe to... There's a sense of awareness in there to make you pay attention to this one. Because I feel like it's trying to infiltrate somehow. almost like a messing type of energy. Let's mess with things around here. And they look a lot like they're trying to be your friends. I would say pretending to be your friend. I don't know why. I don't know what the gain is here. Trying to connect it to the reading, because I'm like, it's very rare, but it does happen that sometimes, you know, I go through a full reading and 90% of the reading is that story of the reading, and then 10% is like, there's this energy here. It's like, okay, but what does that have to do with anything? And sometimes it doesn't, other times it does. This time it looks like it's one of those times where it is shown up as almost like, I don't understand what this energy is. I don't see how it ties up into this, but that's kind of how it's shown up, almost like it has nothing to do with anything. To you, it may. To me, it's like, no, I don't see any connection between these two. I mean, the energy of the reading and that showed up here. But anyways, okay. So it's almost like keep an eye out for this energy, you know? It's looking like it's going to try to show up as being your friend or whatever the case. As I said, there's a strong energy of partnership around you, so some are good, some are ish. Let's see what the universe has. Can you do the universe? The Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower. Yeah, that's the pattern right there, you know, as you're, and it's not even as you're getting close to something that you want, is you're touching it, you're grabbing it, you're playing with the energy of what you want, and then you're like, the minute you touch it, the minute you're like, okay, I achieved this, bye, you know, that's kind of how it shows up. So it's basically what I found through the reading in 3 cards, because sometimes the universe does it like that. It's like, you want a short version of what you just did for like half hour? That would be nice. So yeah, the minute you reach for your biggest desires, a lot of the times you're like, yeah, okay. And that's just you sabotaging yourself, and it's a pattern that's tied up to you. So okay, let me do the Divine Animals Oracle. Are you the divine animal? I think you are. You smell like food. I know you just had dinner, but you smell like dog food. And now it's all over my face. Alright, you want to choose one for Cancer? You kind of do. I feel you. Alright. Give me one. Hey, you're not allowed to exit this game. Hey. Without choosing one. Blue. Choose one. Choose one. Okay, you put your breath a lot on this one, and now your tongue on my arm. You got cat. Do you miss your buddies? They're all over there. Really, you're a dog. How the fuck do you choose cat? Intuition. Okay. Let's see, number 37. You're good at this game. If I make them choose, they'll choose dog. Okay. Alright, for cats, intuition. Use and develop your intuition. Your gut feeling is correct. You are not your mind. Develop your magical skills further. Introduce more play into your life. Mythos. The Egyptian goddess Bast is the embodiment of cat energy. A very ancient deity, she was originally a lion goddess, somewhat like Sekhmet, but her leonine nature diminished in favor of the cat energy. A very ancient goddess, Bast is featured in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Statues of Bast usually depict either a woman with a cat's head or a regal, beautifully formed cat with royal symbology, and sometimes a lion mask signifying a hidden fierce nature. Bast offered protection to her worshippers in everyday life rather than in battle. As this ship this ship. As this was Sekhmet's role, and she was the goddess who helped bring messages and guidance through intuition, but also demonstrated a loving, playful energy. The historian Herodotus traveled to Egypt in the 5th century BC and told of his experiences at the festival of Bast at the riverside town of Bubastis. He spoke of people traveling down the river by small boat and playing and jesting with the people on the shore as they passed. Once they reached the temple, they make a festival with great sacrifices, and more wine is drunk at this feast than in the whole year. Holy crap. Sounds like a lot of fun. And that was them saying that, not me, because, I would be passing out for the rest of the year. In ancient Egypt, domestic cats were very much a part of city and family life. In a time when plague and disease could not easily be halted and could easily spread, the services of a fine feline hunter were appreciated. Cats became symbols of protection and royalty, and were even mummified as companions and protectors of the dead in the afterlife. In Norse mythos, cats famously pulled the goddess Freya's chariot, surely an activity not for beginners. Cats have always been associated with the witchcraft of many traditions, especially in Europe. It was said that a black cat could give you good or bad luck, dependent upon your culture, and that cats are able to see spirits and travel between the world of the dead and living at will. Juno sees something every night, right here in front of this door. Every night. And we call her crazy. I think she's not crazier than we are, because she's seeing something. Okay. It is this association that made cats a target for burning and killing in the Middle Ages and encountered the plague that was spread by fleas carried on rats. The animal. Next to dogs, cats are the most popular domesticated companion animal. I say domesticated lightly because scientists believe they haven't quite completed the domestication cycle as yet, since they tend to survive well on their own in colonies and still retain a very independent nature. Humans have been a part of cat life for in excess of 10,000 years, according to the latest archaeological information. They were invited in not just because of their appearance, but because of their abilities as mousers. The Egyptians loved their house cats so much that if they died, there would be an official period of mourning that included eyebrow shaving, and their cat would be mummified and taken to a bubastis. Really? They would mummify them? I'm going to do that. Cats come in all shapes and sizes, and humans have spent a lot of time honoring and creating specific breeds. However, from a Siamese to a Maine Coon, yay! They are all feline and all are scientifically known as Felis catus. Cats are small but athletic and are able to jump great distances. They are hypercarnivores and use a variety of vocal sounds and purring to the delight of humans and other cats and dogs. Scientists are still debating about the evolution of the purr, but I think most cats owners would understand that it encourages us to zen for sure, to give them more of the treatment that makes them purr in the first place. That's true. In the main, it is a sign of contentment and happiness. The magic. Cat magic can be used in a variety of ways, including to increase happiness, curiosity, a sense of play, and lightness, and somewhat paradoxically, when we may be wanting to connect with someone who has passed. Cats are considered guides to the underworld and can help with mediumship. If you have a cat yourself, it is said that you have the blessing of any goddess who loves cats, and so this can only enhance your life. Yay! If you don't have a cat, go get one. because they're freaking amazing. Just make sure it's not anywhere near Kai behavior, because he's amazing, but he's also a troublemaker. But every household has to have one of those. It can't be all, there has to be someone here that stirs things up. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.